Exclamation everybody and welcome to Card Crawl. This is a mobile game for I believe Android and iOS. And it's been out for a while. I just haven't I just happened to run across it. I must have gotten it in one of the Humble mobile bundles because I already owned it, but I don't remember ever playing it. And I had some time recently while I was at the mechanic waiting for the car to get done, and I thought, oh, let me play this game. And it's actually pretty good, although it's really difficult. It's a card-based dungeon crawler, as you might surmise from the actual title here. It's by Tiny Touch Tales, and it's free if you want to deal with an ad from time to time. It wasn't too blatant with the ads, but they were definitely there. The more pressing thing, though, is the free version is severely limited to like the first 10 cards you can only get as upgrades, and then that's it, and those kinds of things. It has a lot of other limitations on it. But if you put up $2.99, which is the only in-app purchase you can get on here, then it will unlock the entire game for you, and everything is good and peachy keen, and no more ads. So that is what I've done. It was worth it after the first couple of runs that I did here. It's very, like I said earlier, very, very difficult. Let's jump into it. There's no real daily quests or daily dungeon yet that I have been able to do. I think I have to unlock those. I'm not quite far enough along to unlock those things. But the idea is that you have this guy, your opponent, has a deck of 54 cards. He's down to 50 now because he's dealt out 4. And these cards are either weapons like this one, monsters, coins, which you'll use later on to buy new cards for yourself, for your own deck, or potions. Potions or special cards. You'll see some special spells that come by. Now the goal is every round that is dealt out to you, you have to remove 3 out of 4 of the cards. Once you remove 3 out of 4 of the cards, he'll deal out 3 more cards for you to make it a full deck of 4. Again, at the very beginning, if you don't do anything here, you also have a way of sort of avoiding those cards. What'll happen is if you take 5 damage, he'll get rid of these cards, he'll put them back in the deck, but he'll put them down on the bottom of the deck, so you'll have to face them at the very end of the game again. But the idea is that if you're really outclassed, if you get a really bad roll, luck here, you can at least mulligan sort of, and then take some damage, come back to it later when you're hopefully got more cards to work with, and deal with it then. This certainly qualifies as something that I probably should mulligan, but I'm going to... The thing here is that you're either going to die when there's about 35 cards left, or you're going to die on the very last cards. That seems to be the way every game of this seems to be going, but I'm going to... Basically, the object of the game is to take a lot of damage to the face, but then heal up afterwards. So I'm going to take this coin, which will automatically get added to my thing once all the cards are cleared. So it behooves you, even though I could pull that down to my hand, that hand will not be free again until this round is done. So it kind of... You have to balance where you put your coins at, because you will collect them, but it also takes away that slot for other things. Take my sword here, and then I'll use it against the spider. So that knocks him down to 4 health, and then I'll take that 4 health to the face. There we go. Or 4 damage, I should say, to the face. Oh, we got a very good potion. I'm going to keep that now. That heals up 9 hearts. We got a sword that deals 6 damage. So I could take out this incubus right off the bat with this sword, but I think I'm going to take on the troll just to get rid of him, because he's going to stick around for a long time, and eventually I'm not going to have the health to be able to take him on. So let's just take care of that now while we can. And then steal. This is one of my special cards. So if your backpack is empty, add the next card from the deck into it. My backpack is not empty. Now, they literally mean the next card, so it could be It could be a monster card. You still have that means that your backpack is no longer usable to you until you actually deal with that monster that's in your backpack, which is kind of hilarious. But at the same time, you know, it's literally any card you can pull out. So we'll take that off of there, just to get it off the thing. And I think I'm gonna have to heal up a little bit. What happened to my robot guy? Did I switch out? I gotta go back and switch back to my robot guy. There's two different characters you can have. I had a robot before instead of this girl here, but yeah, whatever. Put the coin down there, and now we have to deal with one of these cards. So I'm gonna deal with the crow. I'm gonna take 3 damage, and there we go. So now we got a shield. Shield does, as you might expect, it will block up to 7 points of damage. Anything that's over and above that 7 points of damage gets transferred directly to you, so you can't, like, you know, chain it or anything like that. It's not like a sword where you can hit them with multiple swords if multiple sword cards came through here. It's one and done. So I will have that incubus get killed. Also, I have a card, a special card that I purchased with the gold that you get from winning and stuff. That allows me to actually turn my shield into a bashing weapon, so I can actually bash things with it and use it as a weapon. We might see that a little bit later. Let's steal the card. And we got a sword. Excellent. That works out. So let's take that and take out that fire lamb. Might be a little bit overkill for that, especially considering that we have a goblin here now. Let's do this shield. You can put them in either hand you want, and we'll get this guy down to 5 points of damage. There we go. I'll take this potion for 4. Alright, and then exchange is move a dungeon card back into the deck and replace it with one of your ability cards. Okay, so that will do as it says there. It'll give me one of these ability cards like this, one of the blue ones, but it will push this monster. You put whatever monster you want to push back, push them back onto the bottom of the deck, so you'll have to deal with them at the end of the game. The other thing I haven't mentioned is that if you find yourself in a situation where you can't really get rid of anything, you can, and there's no like monsters to take damage from, you can drag them up to the shop here, and it will give you the equivalent in money. So like if I drag the shield up here, it'll give me the equivalent money for that shield. If I drag coins up there, then I basically donate those to the shop. I don't get them back. And if I drag this up here, I don't get anything back either. It's only for it's only for items, so you can basically sell the items back to the shop and get some money for them, if you so desire. I'm going to get rid of this slime guy by having him hit my shield. And then we'll put this coin in our hand. Okay, so the coin in the backpack, and we'll put the potion over here, which will make that hand not free, and we'll have this incubus hit my shield, so it'll hit me for 5 damage. There we go. Well, that's a very good potion. We'll keep that one here. I could leave the Soul Eater to the end. Like, I could use this exchange to push the Soul Eater to the back, to the bottom of the deck, but I know for a fact that I want high-level monsters like this. I really don't want them to be at the very end of the game, because that's when you run out of potions and stuff, and you don't have enough hit points left to deal with them. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to drink this potion, and I'm going to take one for the team. There we go. Very good. And then I'm going to drink this potion. Back up to some kind of semblance of speed here. Get that potion in my backpack, and we'll take these coins, and I'll take 2 damage. There we go. Alright, reflect. This is one I haven't drawn yet before, so this is good. Reflect the damage taken to a random dungeon card. Alright. Excellent. So we'll want to keep that one around. But let's take our shield here. Let's get rid of this fire lamb. Let's take the reflect and continue on. Alright, we got a sword for 5. So I can put that here. And take 5 damage, 5 health off of that guy. And then try reflect. And see what happens here. Nice. Very nice. Alright, we'll take that coin. I feel like I kind of wasted that. I should have waited until I had another 10 enemy to do it with, but that's alright. I don't have a whole lot of room here to manage things. Alright, sword. Removes the plague. And this coin. Yeah, see, this is the problem. I had a feeling I was getting a lot of low-level cards. I knew that they were going to throw a whole bunch of high levels at me. So Potion Eyes transforms an item card into a random potion card. Unfortunately, we don't have any item cards here. So that's really not going to do me any good right now. That said, I could grab it and then take damage from the goblin. Let's do this. We'll drink this potion, which will put me back to where I was. And then let's get rid of exchange. Go. Okay. So, what I could do here is put this shield. We'll have the crow hit it. I'm going to use this on sword. Try to get a potion out of it. There we go. Potion for 6. Put that in my backpack. And we'll move on. Okay, so this is where you get into really weird, this is where you get into really interesting things now. It becomes a math game towards the end here. You see we got 7 cards left. This Soul Eater is going to hit me, is going to one-shot me down to 0. So, but I need to get rid of at least 3 cards here. And I've got potions. So it comes down to... I can potion up... Yeah, let me see how I'm going to do this. So... the spider should damage me. The potion should be drank. The coin should be taken. Okay, sacrifice. What does that get me? Attack a monster card for the amount of player life missing. That's a good card to have right now. So, what would that be? So 13, that's 5? 8 and 5. 8 and 4 is 12. Yep, that's 5. So I would attack him for 5 points, or I could attack the slime and get rid of him entirely with 5 points. But I feel like the Soul Eater would be the one I'd want to attack for 5 because I've got potions. So if I take this right now and go like this. Now, of course, I could have done it the other way and said, had the slime attack me and then attack this guy, and I would have wiped him out entirely, probably. But I think this is just as good at the end of the day. So let's have him hit me. Let's take this potion. Okay, yeah, there's another Soul Eater at the end there. This is where we get into math problems, like I said. So we take this shield. Let this guy hit the shield, which will only give me 4 points of damage. Just gives me with just 1 left, and then I can take this potion. And now we've got more than enough health to go with it. So let's heal all the way up just for the sake of argument. Coins, and then take 5 points of damage, and we won. And that's how you do it, my friends. And basically piss this guy off. Now, apologies on the sound. The sound is a little bit jumpy because I'm running it on an Android emulator, but rest assured, on a regular phone, it's not as jumpy as what you're hearing. So there we go. We did that, and we looted 54 gold. And if I come back to the main menu here, we should see how much gold I have up top, right? 172. There's trophies that you get along the way. I don't remember what you have to do to get these trophies. I think they're just random drops, aren't they? have no idea. All right. Anyway, that's the first time I've actually looked at that, so I don't know. There's constructed decks, I believe, is one of the things. Build your own mini deck by selecting 5 ability cards to play with. Unlock all the card crawl features and get an exclusive avatar card. Okay. If I wanted to do that, I think actually there's no purchase. Okay, that should. I don't know why I keep saying restore purchase, but I guess it's because I keep switching between my phone and the Android emulator here. So I'm not sure exactly. I think this is just to construct my own deck rather than having a random deck. I think is how that works out. I believe, at least constructed as far as the ability cards go. In the collection here, you can see there are, once it loads up, these are all the cards that I have unlocked so far, and I've unlocked them with just buying them. They were all, you know, these diamonds here that you thing here, and this one's 200, so I have to unlock that with 200 stuff and a key. And I think the keys are, you get a key every time you win a game, I believe, because I should have 7 now, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. No, I have 6. Okay, you get keys along the way. I forget exactly how you unlock those, but I need like 35 to unlock the delve mode. So you have to unlock all the ability cards and all that stuff. And this here is the deck merchant. So you have to win 20 games just to get to the deck merchant, which is quite the difficult thing to win 20 games. Trust me, it's some of the draws you get are pretty terrible. Quests I don't think I have access to yet either. It locks a lot of stuff, even though I've paid for a full game, it locks a lot of stuff behind just number of wins and all that stuff. So let's actually switch back to my robot guy. There we go. They both have the same amount of health, so it doesn't matter. It's just a picture thing. This one, you unlock more if I create a 20 gold coin card and win 10 games without ability cards. That kind of thing. These are all things that you can unlock as you go, assassins and archers and stuff. But you have to go through quite the trial just to get them. It's not an easy game by any stretch of imagination. So I guess we'll just do one more round. Why not? Because who knows? It might not last very long since I've won 2 in a row now. So I'm probably due for a loss within the first few minutes here. All right. Yeah, they're throwing high level cards at me already. So we could do sword. We could take on Goblin. We can have him hit me for 3. We could take this potion and save it for later. Okay. So really I just need to take some damage out of this one. Yeah, we'll take damage from the slime. I'll have to use that potion right now. We'll take these 2 coins. And that'll get me through that. Yeah, see, they're already giving me, like, huge things here. What's sap again? Push back a dungeon card into the deck. Alright, well, we're going to have to push back the Soul Eater, I believe. Let's do this, and let's push him back into the deck. There we go. So he's now, so we now know that there's a Soul Eater down at the bottom of the deck, so I need to keep that in mind as we go along here. We'll take the shield. We'll get rid of it with that. We'll get hit by the plague. And... Alright, we'll take the shield. We'll get hit by the incubus. 4. We'll take the coin. Can't really deal with the... Yeah, see... This is how you know you're not going to win this one, because it just starts throwing all the high level cards are at the top of the deck and they just keep coming at you without any item cards in the middle. It's very, like, for something that's supposed to be randomly shuffled, it feels like it's not shuffled very well. So what to do here. I guess we'll have to... drink the potion. We'll have to take damage from the Soul Eater just to get rid of it. And we'll take that coin. And hope that I get another potion. Or Leech. Leech gives me health, if I'm not mistaken. Gain life equal to the value of the selected dungeon card. Okay. Thank you very much. We're going to do that with the troll. There's our 9 life. We'll take this coin. And we'll get rid of the incubus. And you can see how unfair the game is at times. It's just throwing every monster card at me that it can. So the only thing we can really do right now is take 5 health damage and get 4 new cards. So that's what we're going to do. Hope that I get some items and stuff. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's get this potion in us. Let's put the shield on. And we'll take 2 damage from the troll. Okay. Bash would have been nicer, a lot easier. So Bash is the one where you could turn your shield into a weapon. Each attack, the shield loses 1 durability. So that'll allow us to get rid of this spider, hopefully. Hopefully there'll be enough to get rid of the spider. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to equip the shield and then we'll wait until see if there's another bigger enemy here. And indeed there is. So let's see, that'd be 5, 4, 3. Okay, so this shield will be enough to get rid of this Soul Eater. But I need to get rid of this shield. I can't drag them out of my hand. Once you put them in your hand, you can't drag them up and sell them either, which is a bit of a problem. So we'll get down to 1 health here. We'll take this shield. We'll use Bash. And we'll get rid of this Soul Eater. So that's 5 damage, 4 damage, and 3. There we go. And we might as well just do the 2 to the plague. That. I guess we'll have to... Let's use our potion. Let's take these coins. And... I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to sell the sword. So we got 2 for that. We've got another potion, which is good. We've got Reflect. A sword. Another coin. I feel like I'm going to have to sell that sword again. That really sucks. Alright, let's do... Potion. Reflect. And sword up there. Alright, well at least they gave me another sword along the way here. So, Reflect works how? Damage taken to a random dungeon card. Okay, so it reflects it to a random dungeon card. So it behooves me to have some of these cards out of here. So first of all, we can do 1 damage to it. With that shield that's left. We can do 5 more with the sword. And then I could take this coin. And take this potion. There we go. Alright, let's put this in our hand. Let's take this potion. Let's take these coins. Let's use this. And let's take damage from this and see what happens. Okay, I reflected it back to it. That's good. That is good. Another potion eyes there. Alright, so 6... which is enough to take damage from both of these enemies. And still have it. So that works out. Oh, nice. Now they're finally giving me items. Okay. Here's a sword. Goodbye, goblin. Take another sword. Alright. So... Do Sword against a Soul Eater. That'll get him down to 4. The interesting thing here is I can actually potionize a potion, I believe. I think I can, yeah. So this might actually give me a better potion out of it. Yep, gives me a 6 potion there. We will have this guy hit my shield and do 2 damage to me. I'll take that 6 potion I just made. Alright, and now we're back to... Okay, these are the last cards that we pushed on the deck before. And now, this is where, like I said, it becomes a math problem. Because we've got... Fire Lamb and Slime do 9 points of damage, and Troll does 9 points of damage, and we got 13 here. We got 2 potions, though. 10 and a 7. So... if I do this in the right order, I think I can make it. Just barely. So... we'll do Fire Lamb and Slime. We will then take this potion. It's me to 11. The Troll will get me down to 2. And then this potion will get me back up to 12. So there we go. And that's why I said, like, when it says, like, oh, you're going to push this back onto the deck again, it's kind of a misnomer, because you're like, I hope by the end I have... you know, the cards necessary. Oh, and there's a key that we just got. We got a key there. So occasionally it does give you a key, which then goes into your amount of keys that you have. So yeah, it's like it's one of those things where it's like you gotta really, you're trading it off, hoping that at the end of the game you'll have enough potions to overcome the math problem that you'll be faced with usually. So if I go to my collection now, since I have a key, I should be able to buy another card. Yeah, Betrayal for 200. Force a monster to attack its neighbor cards. That sounds really fantastic. Or, after taking fatal damage, revive the player with 1 health. That's also pretty good, given how I often get to the very end of the game and I lose... because the last monster takes the rest of my health. So I might want to do that one, actually. So we'll take that. That will now unlock that card, and that will be part of my deck, hopefully, or at least randomly part of my deck. So I have a random chance of actually getting that ability card once they're going through the deck now. So cool. I think I've given you most of the basically the draw of the game. I mean, this is how it looks, this is how it goes. I think it's a pretty good game. It's certainly, you know, I make it look easy here, but trust me when I say that I've lost. Actually, you know, they had a thing that showed you all my wins and losses, but I've lost quite a bit during the game. I wonder if it's under the settings here. Does it tell me statistics? Here it is. Yeah. My win-loss ratio is 60-40. 60, I haven't played that many games, have I? 60 games? I doubt I've played that many games. Oh, all the text is all messed up here. But, and all these numbers are messed up. But, yeah, it's like, 5 games I've played. I won 3 and I lost 2, basically. Although, it's actually been more than 5 games. I think these statistics are all off, because just to unlock some of this stuff, you need to play 10 games, I think. Like, this says 12 games here. I've won 12 games. So it's probably more like, you know, I've won 12, obviously, and I've lost about 25, I'd say 26. So it all depends on that randomness of the draw, as it were. But I think this has been a good look at what this mobile game is. Like I said, it's one of those nice little things that you can kind of, when you're trying to kill some time, you can sit here and play this. It's certainly it's satisfying when you win and frustrating as hell when you lose. When you often and you will lose often, just the randomness of it all. But this has been Card Crawl, my friends. It is by Tiny Touch Tales. It is free if you don't mind ads every couple minutes or so, every couple games. And also the limitations that come around that, like you can only do like the first 10 cards can be bought and then that's it. And there's a few other things that are locked away. Or if you pay the $2.99 in-app purchase, which is the only purchase that they offer, you will unlock all that and get rid of the ads and have a full experience here, which is actually not bad at all. I mean, it's the artwork is nice. It's very minimalistic as far as the audio and the music is concerned. I literally have the music turned up and you've heard very little out of it. But that could be a good thing. That could be a this might be one of those things where it's just nice to play it without any sound on and not disturb anybody, that kind of thing around you. So there you have it, my friends. As always, I will leave links down in the description to more information so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.